Well, I may have talked about this movie before, but fuck it, let's talk about it again. Because it's a fucking awesome movie. It's a movie I've loved for a long time. It's called Event Horizon. Now, this is a creepy ass sci fi movie, possibly the best there is. And it's just kind of great mix of acting and fantasticalness and some stellar special effects to really make this movie so wonderful this time of spookiness and Halloweening. This is this is really the top tier of sci-fi horror, and I often try and find myself looking for another movie that's like Event Horizon, but not Event Horizon, which we all know is impossible. And why do I talk about this movie so much and think about it's so great? Well, just because of the sheer level of fucked upness that it achieves. Now, all the special effects and some scenes there are deeply terrifying and horrifying. You'll definitely get a viewing pleasure out of this one, especially if you're into the sci-fi movie, because the set design is fan fucking tastic. Some pretty crafty effects for its time. It's something that is pretty interesting to behold even today, and actually, believe it or not, holds up almost better than some of the movies that come out today. And it's something that, it'd be a hard pressed thing to get a movie like this going again, but it's just like there's just that creative time, in the late 90s and whatnot that is just so special. Now, I don't claim to have all the answers when it comes to movies, but I'm pretty sure is something, if it's fucking as awesome as Event Horizon, is probably gonna be a perfect movie for me. And it's hard to rate it even because I've watched it a bunch of times and try and watch it every time I'm in for a spooky sci-fi movie. But it's really the actors' performances that shine so deeply in this. So of course we got the wonderful Sam Neill. Jason Isaacs is an actor that really shines quite brightly in this. He's the quintessential uh, European dude who's bound to rough it in the space station. And of course, Laurence Fishburne, who is absolutely fucking fantastic in this movie. He encapsulates the perfect level of acting because what he's doing is he's making it so believable by his emotions and the way he conveys himself in this movie that you're just so drawn into that. And between him and Sam Neill, there's chemistry there that cannot be denied. Arguably, one of the most fucked up moments in all of cinema is the infamous blood orgy sequence in which they come across a tape of the doomed crew from before them. And this scene is stellar. And there was actually some more of it, but it was lost forever by physical deterioration, which is a deeply sad fact because holy shit, for the 2 seconds that you get of this, it is fucking unnerving as hell and amazing. It is something that is generally worth watching even to this day, and if you haven't seen it, it's highly recommended. And it is kind of one of those things that really takes you back to the levels of creativity that they had at this certain period in cinema. We really like to ask ourselves how fucking evil is evil possible? And I think that it's kind of crazy to think of, but there's literally no end to the amount of evil that could be out there. And Event Horizon is one of those movies that really touches on this. I mean, how much fucking crazy evilness could there be exist in the universe and like all of space time? I mean, what if there's something that is just pure fear and pure dread and it just comes after you like this? There's really not much explanation to this. Is hell? Probably, but it has interdimensional aspects to it, and I think that there has to be a fucking ultimate evil out there. There has to be something that is just all consuming and all denying, an evil force, an evil entity, an evil god that is just working against everything good and pure in the universe. And then equally, there's, something fighting it as well. There's hope. So it's Halloween, motherfuckers. And then you know what? There's no movie out there that would be great enough to challenge the mighty Event Horizon. Fantastic movie, worth it every penny. And for the price of admission today, which is absolutely zero, you really can't go wrong.